Salem's sizzling 3 kisses that will ignite drama in Days of Our Lives. The latest Days of Our Lives promotional teaser has sent shockwaves through its devoted audience, particularly those who have followed the intertwined lives of Salem's families for decades. 3 scandalous kisses, each more explosive than the last, are set to unravel relationships, ignite jealousies, and perhaps even spark new love stories, or catastrophic consequences. Let's dive into the sultry details of these romantic entanglements and explore the fallout that could reshape Salem forever. Brady and Sarah, a kiss fueled by revenge. Picture this: a bustling evening at the bistro, Salem's go-to spot for clandestine meetings and whispered confidences. Sarah Horton Kyriakis, a woman known for her fierce loyalty and tender heart, steps into the dimly lit restaurant with a fire in her eyes. Her husband, Xander Kyriakis, has crossed a line that cuts deep. Caught in a compromising moment with none other than Gabi Hernandez, a woman whose charm is as dangerous as it is irresistible. Sarah, stung by betrayal, isn't one to sit idly by. In a moment of raw emotion, she turns to Brady Black, a man whose own history of heartbreak makes him a kindred spirit in this storm of passion. The kiss that follows isn't just a peck, it's a calculated act of defiance. Sarah grabs Brady, her hands firm on his shoulders, and plants a kiss that's as much about revenge as it is about reclaiming her power. The restaurant patrons gasp, their murmurs rippling through the air like a summer breeze carrying a storm. Brady, caught off guard but no stranger to impulsive romance, responds with a fervor that surprises even himself. For Sarah, this is retaliation, a way to make Xander feel the sting of jealousy she's endured. But as their lips part and their eyes lock, something unexpected flickers between them. Could this be more than a fleeting act of spite? Days of Our Lives spoilers tease that this kiss might be the spark that ignites a genuine romance. Brady, with his rugged charm and a past littered with romantic missteps, finds himself drawn to Sarah's strength and vulnerability. Sarah, meanwhile, is captivated by Brady's understanding of her pain. As summer unfolds, their connection deepens, much to Xander's dismay. He watches from the sidelines, his heart a battleground of regret and rage, as the woman he loves slips further into Brady's orbit. But what neither Sarah nor Brady anticipates is the dark secret from Brady's past that will surface just as their bond solidifies, a secret so shocking it could shatter their budding romance and leave Sarah questioning everything she thought she knew about love. Gabi and Xander. A seduction with strings attached across town, Gabi Hernandez is weaving a web of her own design, one that threatens to ensnare the powerful Kyriakis family. Teaming up with the suave and calculating Tony DiMera, Gabi has her sights set on manipulating the Kyriakis brothers to further her own ambitions. Her target? Xander Kyriakis, a man whose rugged exterior hides a heart susceptible to flattery and desire. The plan is simple yet audacious. Seduce Xander at the bistro, where the clink of glasses and the hum of conversation provide the perfect backdrop for her scheme. As Gabi leans in, her eyes locked on Xander's, the air crackles with tension. Her lips meet his in a kiss that's both strategic and dangerously electric. She's playing a part, or so she tells herself, but the heat of the moment blurs the lines between manipulation and genuine attraction. Unbeknownst to Gabi, Sarah and Brady enter the bistro at that precise moment, their eyes widening as they witness the betrayal unfolding before them. Sarah's face flushes with fury, her heart pounding as she processes the sight of her husband in another woman's arms. The kiss, meant to be a mere pawn in Gabi's game, becomes a catalyst for chaos. Xander, caught in the throes of Gabi's charm, is unaware of the storm brewing. Gabi, however, knows exactly what she's done. Her alliance with Tony DiMera hinges on her ability to keep the Kyriakis brothers off balance, but this kiss might have pushed things too far. As Sarah storms out, vowing revenge, Gabi begins to wonder if her heart is betraying her carefully laid plans. There's something about Xander's intensity that lingers in her mind, threatening to derail her partnership with Tony. And Tony, ever the strategist, won't take kindly to Gabi's wavering focus. The stakes are high, and the fallout could be catastrophic. But the real shock comes when Gabi discovers a hidden connection between Xander and Tony, a connection that could unravel the entire DiMera empire and leave Gabi fighting for her life. Philip and Gabi, passion that could burn it all down. If Gabi's kiss with Xander was a calculated move, her entanglement with Philip Kyriakis is a wildfire that threatens to consume everything in its path. Philip, the brooding younger Kyriakis' brother, has always been a wild card in Salem's high-stakes game of love and power. When Gabi turns her seductive prowess on him, what begins as another step in her manipulation of the Kyriakis family quickly spirals into something far more dangerous. The Days of Our Lives summer preview hints at a scene so steamy it could melt the screen, Gabi and Philip, locked in a passionate embrace on a desk, papers scattering as their chemistry ignites. This isn't just a kiss, it's an explosion of desire that neither saw coming. Gabi, who prides herself on staying in control, finds herself swept away by Philip's intensity. His hands, his gaze, the way he seems to see through her carefully constructed facade, it's all too much. For Philip, Gabi represents a chance to break free from the shadow of his family's expectations. But as their bodies entwine, the consequences of their actions loom large. Tony DiMera, watching from the sidelines, grows increasingly frustrated with Gabi's inability to stick to the plan. He needs her focused, not distracted by a Kyriakis brother whose loyalty is as unpredictable as a summer storm. As Gabi and Philip's connection deepens, whispers of their affair spread through Salem like wildfire. The town's residents, from the gossiping patrons at the Brady pub to the scheming elite at DiMera Enterprises, can't stop talking about the scandal. But what no one sees coming is the devastating truth that emerges from this forbidden romance. Philip, it turns out, has been keeping a secret so explosive it could destroy not only his relationship with Gabi but the entire Kyriakis legacy. As the summer heat intensifies, a single revelation, tied to a long-buried crime, threatens to tear Salem apart, leaving Gabi to face a choice that could cost her everything. The shocking endings that will leave Salem reeling as these three kisses ripple through Salem, the consequences are anything but predictable. Sarah and Brady's revenge-fueled romance takes a dark turn when Brady's secret is revealed. Years ago, he was involved in a scandal that nearly destroyed the Kyriakis family, a secret Xander has been using to keep him in check. When Sarah learns the truth, she's forced to confront whether her feelings for Brady are worth the risk of aligning with a man whose past could ruin her future. The revelation comes at a gala, where Sarah, dressed in a stunning emerald gown, overhears a conversation that shatters her trust. The camera pans to her trembling hand, a glass of champagne slipping to the floor, as she realizes the man she's falling for might be her undoing. Gabi's manipulation of Xander takes an even more sinister turn when she uncovers the hidden connection between him and Tony DiMera. It turns out that Xander has been secretly working with Tony's enemies, feeding them information that could bring down the DiMera empire. When Gabi confronts Xander, she finds herself caught in a dangerous game, with Tony's wrath on one side and Xander's desperation on the other. In a heart-pounding moment, Gabi receives a cryptic message that hints at a betrayal so profound it could cost her her life. As she stands alone in the DiMera mansion, a shadow moves in the darkness, and the screen fades to black. But the most shocking twist belongs to Philip and Gabi. Their passionate affair, born on that desk in a moment of reckless abandon, leads to the discovery of a long-buried crime, Philip's involvement in a scheme that cost an innocent person their life. When Gabi stumbles upon evidence hidden in the Kyriakis mansion, she's faced with an impossible choice: expose Philip and destroy the man she's grown to love, or keep silent and risk becoming complicit in his past. As she wrestles with her decision, a mysterious figure watches from the shadows, ready to use this secret to bring down the entire Kyriakis family. In the final moments of the summer finale, a gunshot echoes through Salem, and a body falls to the ground, leaving viewers to wonder who has paid the ultimate price for these forbidden kisses. Will they or won't they? Chad and Kat's long-awaited kiss may change everything in Salem. In the winding world of Days of Our Lives, love stories rarely follow a straight line. They weave through heartbreak, secrets, betrayals, and second chances, often when we least expect it. And right now, all eyes in Salem, and across living rooms nationwide, are fixed on one couple whose relationship has been simmering just beneath the surface for months, Chad DiMera and Kat Green. For fans who followed Chad's journey through loss and love, and who've watched Kat slowly become a steady presence in his life, the question has lingered in the air like a stubborn fog: will they ever stop dancing around their feelings and just admit what's between them? Well, according to the newest Days promo, that answer may finally be yes. And if the preview is any indication, things are about to heat up in ways no one could have predicted. A slow burn that's captivated Salem. Kat Green entered the scene quietly, without fanfare. But like so many unforgettable women in Days history, she made her mark in subtle, powerful ways. With her warm smile and no-nonsense honesty, Kat has been a comforting presence for Chad during some of his darkest days. After losing his beloved Abigail, fans were unsure if Chad could ever open his heart again. But over time, something began to shift. Conversations grew longer. Glances lingered a little too long. Kat became more than just a confidant, she became a lifeline. The chemistry was there, undeniable and quietly building with each scene they shared. Still, neither made a move. Chad, ever the gentleman, perhaps held back out of respect for his past. Kat, for all her confidence, seemed unsure if she should step into such a complicated chapter in his life. And so the waiting game began, for them, and for us. A kiss that could change everything, but now, at last, we're on the edge of a breakthrough. In the recent Days of Our Lives summer promo, there's a moment that sends shockwaves through the fan community. Chad DiMera, ever the stoic DiMera heir, leans in to kiss Kat. It's not a tentative brush or a nervous first attempt. It's bold. Certain. It's the kind of kiss that says, "I've waited long enough." And the look on Kat's face? Absolute surprise, and total joy. This is the moment she's been quietly hoping for, the one that confirms her feelings were never one-sided. After months of tiptoeing around the obvious, this could be the kiss that propels their relationship into something real. But as always in Salem, nothing is ever simple. This one kiss could open doors, or unleash chaos. What comes next? Love, baggage, and the DiMera legacy. Chad is no ordinary man, and his life comes with no shortage of complications. As a member of the powerful, and often dangerous, DiMera family, any relationship he enters is bound to face scrutiny. There are rivals who would love nothing more than to use his happiness against him, and not everyone in Salem may be thrilled to see Chad moving on from Abigail. And what about Kat? Her past is still a mystery to many. Could she have secrets of her own that might jeopardize this budding romance? Will she be able to handle the storm that comes with being involved with a DiMera? Fans know all too well that Days writers love nothing more than to throw curveballs just when things are going well. A new flame in Salem rarely burns without someone trying to extinguish it. More kisses, more twists on the horizon, and this romantic development is just one of many. Days of Our Lives spoilers suggest that Chad and Kat's kiss is just the tip of the iceberg. There are at least 4 other surprise kisses coming this summer, and each promises its own set of consequences. Will another unexpected pair steal the spotlight? Could jealousy, old flames, or shocking betrayals threaten to tear apart the new bonds forming in Salem? One thing is for sure, romance in this town is never predictable. It's messy, emotional, and always wrapped in a mystery. And for Chad and Kat, this long-awaited kiss could mark the start of something beautiful, or the beginning of a storm they're not ready to weather. The bottom line: hold on to your hearts. For longtime Days viewers, this storyline delivers exactly what we've come to love: slow-building romance, rich emotional tension, and that sweet payoff moment when two characters finally stop pretending they don't feel what they feel. Chad and Kat's relationship has been a welcome breath of fresh air. Gentle, mature, and deeply human. Their kiss, if handled with the nuance we've seen so far, could become one of Days of Our Lives' most memorable turning points in recent years. So grab your cup of tea, settle in on the sofa, and get ready to feel all the feels. Because Salem is sizzling, and this summer, love is rewriting the rules, one kiss at a time. And who knows? By the time the leaves fall, Chad DiMera may no longer be a grieving widower, but a man in love once again. A summer of scandal and secrets. As the summer sun sets over Salem, the town is left reeling from these three kisses and the secrets they've unearthed. For the residents of this close-knit community, love is never simple. It's a battlefield where trust is tested, loyalties are strained, and the past is never truly buried.